mud, came up, they ain't think that I could do it. Rise up, then I look back like, man, I knew it. Out the mud, was in the dirt, climbed up. Now I'm on top and it's stuck. Out the mud.
We are super excited to introduce our guest today, Arshyy Bbyy. She's a young entrepreneur, full-time mom, salon suite owner, hairstylist, and dog breeder. Arshyy's journey from being a young mom, she's broken generation curses, making one business a success, TikTok star. Please join us as we welcome Arshyy from Huntsville, Alabama.
Let's go.
I am your girl, Coco Out the Mud Podcast.
And I'm Holly Hate.
And this is Out the Mud Podcast. Sorry.
Let's
and
go.
now we got Arshyy.
Please
What's
say
up?
the motherfucking baby.
She lit, y'all.
Yeah.
She is lit. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we like to see. Good energy, good everything. We thank you, Arshyy. Thank you for, taking time out, driving up here because, gas is high.
Facts.
Boss is going to travel, but boss has got to go.
Yeah.
Bosses got to go make that motherfucking
And where
money.
you travel from?
Alabama.
Alabama.
From the 256.
Ooh, period. Listen, because for one, as you guys know, with Out the Mud Podcast, we like to get into, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Things that people don't talk about.
Facts.
As being bosses, as being your own boss, CEO of your business,
The real stuff.
The real stuff, Everybody just see like the good of what you show. You look cute, you dress cute, makeup, hair done, driving nice, selling these, we're gonna get into that later on. But
What we selling, Coco?
not selling bricks. But hey, again, I do thank you, my girl Tay. Thank you as
Appreciate
well.
y'all.
For taking time out to come to Out the Mud Podcast. We like to get into people's business, and when I say in your business, Tay,
I mean, in your business.
y'all business. We want to know. We want some tea. We
Want some tea?
Tay.
Yeah.
We want to know.
Or you want some coffee?
I
Clock.
We'll
do
take
like
both.
I do like how coffee smell though. I ain't gonna lie. Coffee do excuse me, y'all. Coffee do smell good. But let's do the tea.
Yeah, so let's get into it. I mean,
Let's get into it.
we could start with tell the viewers a little bit about you from your perspective. What do you do?
I'm Arshyy. I'm from Huntsville. I do hair. I breed dogs. I own a hair salon. And I also run Airbnb. And I also have a kid.
Period.
And I'm a girlfriend, period. Soon to be a wife.
Yes.
Clock it.
Put a
Okay.
ring on it.
Okay. So how do you manage doing all that?
Oh, it's a lot. Shout out to my neighbors. My neighbors, they take care of my daughter from basketball to whatever she has to do. Right now, Hazel Green Trojans, they're going to state next week. So, yes, I know y'all will win. It's y'all 7th in a row. Coach Tim Miller.
Let's go.
Yeah, 10.
Let's go.
Anyways, my neighbors, they really helped me with my baby. They get her back and forth to school. She's only 14, but soon to be driving real quick. That's that country shit.
That's what's up. Listen, I can't wait till my nieces start driving. I'm gonna have them take me everywhere.
Yeah, word.
Think about that, Tay.
Dope. I mean, all right, so you have a daughter. I mean, how does being a mother like influence your running your businesses? I know your neighbors are helping you, but like, how does it influence it?
So my daughter, man, she my alter ego. That little girl. I had her at a young age, but she is so spoiled. Like, she's only 14. Who's buying that kid a car at 14? Like, I'm
That's
finna
dope.
buy you a car so you can drive across the street. She's already driving. I come in the house. She like, Ma, let me park the car. Let me drive to Walmart. Let me go to the dollar store. She always want to go somewhere. I really like that because in the country where I'm from, like, kids, like, in Atlanta, like, the traffic is so bad, like, kids don't really want to drive. But in Alabama, the roads, it's just 2-lane road. Like, if I want to drive, I'm going to drive.
Yeah.
But my baby asked for her to go across the street to a school. So I built the house across the street. All she got to do is drive across the street. At 14,
What?
don't tell nobody.
What?
Don't tell nobody I let my baby drive across the street. But I'm going to buy her that car this year at 14 to drive across the street.
I love
So
that.
you said she's 14. Wait.
She's 14 and driving.
so at what age did you have her?
Shh.
15.
So basically, the age that your daughter is right now,
It's the age that I had her.
8th grade, 9th grade.
8th grade going to the 9th.
Wow.
She my age now.
Wow.
It's so crazy.
So with that, because I want to get into that, and the reason why I want to get into that is because a lot of young moms, have their kids young, and people write them off.
They definitely write them out to their grandmas, and their grandmas take care of them. My mama Juanita wasn't having it. And I'm going to call her Juanita because she wasn't having it. You going to take care of this baby. You lay it down and have it, you going to take care of it. Facts. And
So
she taught me the true definition of taking care of my baby. And I took care of my baby from the day I had her to the day she is now. Facts.
So with having your child at such a young age, that made you grow up and mature.
Grow up.
So, with that, because say you're a mom, but you had yours at more of an older age.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
with that, did you feel like you, missed out on a lot of stuff that probably, happened, kids, stuff,
No, I
parties?
don't feel like I missed out on a lot because I was still doing everything I needed to do. I was driving at 14, 15. I didn't have no license. My grandma, she passed away. She left my mama a car. My mama gave me that car. I had to take that car to drive my baby to doctor's appointments. I didn't have no license, no nothing. I promise you, I didn't have none of that. I was driving my little green Saturn, baby.
So you instantly, once you had her
The
at
same way
15,
I want my baby to drive is the same way I was driving.
So
So I'm not nervous for my baby to just drive from my house across the street. It's like 50, 100 meters away. It's just a little step. She going from a stop sign to a red light to the school.
yeah.
I mean, that's good.
So, not question like that, but to have your child at a young age, you instantly went into survival mode.
I did.
Because mom wasn't
But it's so crazy. I don't know. They say you take what your mama gave you.
yeah.
My mama had her baby at 14.
Are you serious?
Yo.
My mama had her daughter at 14. My
Are
oldest
you
sister.
serious?
My oldest sister is 12 years older than me, and the middle sister is 6 years older than me.
Wow. Wait, all right. So let's dig a little deeper into that. How was it growing up then being on the other side, being the daughter of a 14?
I'm not going to lie. I don't remember nothing. I don't remember nothing. I don't remember my sister and her daddy. I don't remember my older sister and her daddy. I don't remember. So I don't remember.
So they say when you don't remember things, it's like a trauma block.
I got some trauma going on too.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah, our mind kind of blocks things out in periods, to avoid that, because sometimes we can't handle things that we go through when we're that young.
Right.
And sometimes your mind brings it out when you're ready for it.
Right. Even the pictures I see of my daddy and my cousin, Like, I'm like, Mama, that's from the trailer. She like, no, that's from such address. I'm like, Mama, I don't know
Don't
that.
remember.
I don't remember. She like, you should, blah, blah, blah. You know how mamas is these days. This generation so different. It's crazy.
Yeah. So do you feel like since you don't remember back then,
I wish I would.
like, yeah, like, was it like one thing that probably, you know, tragically happened to you that you said, I don't want to remember nothing?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. What is it? 2025, 2023. I had a tragic disaster, but even before then, I don't remember. I just don't remember.
So what happened in 2023?
I can't go into detail.
You could go just if you
Whatever you feel comfortable sharing.
If you comfortable sharing, because the main topic or the main
I'm gonna
purpose
just be honest. I just caught PTSD from my situation, and you know, I mean, sometimes I forgive, I forget, I forgive, I forget. It just keep going on and on. I don't know what to remember, and I don't know what to forgive or forget. But I try to forgive because, you know, my daddy, he was killed. That's a whole nother situation.
Yeah.
So, like, I try to forgive, but it's like, I got a lot of trauma going on.
But
that's not easy
But they
losing a
keep me
parent
going.
either.
They keep me going.
Yeah.
I just think about it. I pray about it. I think about it. I pray about it.
and then you just
Talk
keep
to
going.
my aunties, my mama, like just different stuff.
What age you was when you lost your father? Because I lost my father at a young age. Too.
I lost my daddy around 5th or 6th grade. I never forget. This is on the west side dating a woman. I don't know what situation occurred, but I got a phone call from my auntie, and my auntie was like, hey, I need you to come down to the hospital. Would you rather go to school or would you rather wait? No, she said, would you rather go to school or would you rather come down to the hospital? I'm like, I'm just going to school. I'm young. I'm in the 6th grade. I'm going to go to school, but I never forget my mama did come out. I play a lot of sports. I play volleyball, softball, basketball, ran track. I play everything. It is. I was on the softball field. My mama came out. When my mama came out, she was crying, screaming. She wasn't too loud, but she was loud enough.
That you heard her.
I looked over there and I told my mama, I'm thinking my stepdaddy done just knocked my mama ass out. I'm like, oh, he done hit her.
Yeah.
She come up there and she like, yo, daddy died. I'm like, man, when I was screaming bloody murder, I'm like, dang, you know my daddy died. So I never forget my softball players. I love them to death. They still contact me to this day because where I'm from is diversity. It's definitely diversity. And the other side, they took care of me way like. So they took these Band-Aids and they was putting them on their chest on both sides or whatever side they was on. And I went to the rehab where my daddy was. My daddy was dead. So I don't know what situation happened with him, but after that, it was my sister prom day. So my mama had to go to prom or she had to take care of the nightmare. I ain't gonna lie, my stepdaddy went to prom. My mama came to the nightmare. I mean, my mama, I love her to death. She know I do. So
By losing your, and I'm sorry to hear that because I already know how that feels. Like I already know how losing.
And I lost them at a young age. I be looking at kids like, dang, I wish my daddy was here. Like, dang. You know, like, just playing sports, you like, dang.
Was he active, like, before?
He was active, but I'm going to be honest, every weekend, I'm going to my daddy's side of the family. Every single weekend. Yeah, I don't know what my mama had going on, but it was like every weekend I'm up with my grandma and my daddy. And my grandma, she was a Jehovah's Witness. She want to go to the kingdom home. Like, girl, I don't want to go there. But I had to go for so long. Then when I got older, I'm like, I'm not going. Daddy, do I got to go? I don't want to go over there. I don't, because it's different from what my mama believed in. My mama believed in Baptist. My grandma on my daddy's side believed in Jehovah's Witness. So it's like, I'm going to go over here. But my daddy, yeah, he was active. Every Christmas, I got what I wanted. Whatever I wanted to do, if I wanted to go skating, I was there, like, whatever. He was active, but what him and my mama had going on, I would never know. What he did on the side, I would never know.
Yeah.
What he had
You
in the
just know that was your
system, I would
daddy.
never know. Like, I never knew.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm 29 years old now. When I asked my mama, what was that stuff in that colostomy bag or whatever it was called, my mama telling me now, like, you wait till I'm 30 to tell me. I wanted to know back then, you know.
Yeah.
But you
Right.
know how parents keep stuff from you. So
Yeah. Do you feel like
Protection.
that you probably, because you lost your dad at a young age, that you probably was cheated out your dad life? I mean, probably cheated from having a dad because he left so early.
I just wish I could have experienced more days, but like I was so young, I didn't know. He left at 6th grade, so I probably was like 11 or 12. But I feel like he did what he needed to do, and I still cherish him every moment. I be so busy in today's time, like I can't get down there Father's Day, birthday, you know,
Yeah.
Christmas, New Year's.
Yeah.
I just be so busy, and then I moved away for a good reason. So it's like I moved away. If you was there in Huntsville, I'd probably be there every day.
Yeah. You
So
probably
he
moved
live
them.
an hour, like his grave site is an hour and 30 minutes away.
Wow.
You probably moved away so you can void that pain.
That pain and some more pain.
Yeah.
So what got you looking into entrepreneurship? Like, where did you get that from?
My daddy dying and me getting pregnant at an early age. I got pregnant when I was 14. I had my baby when I was 15.
So that made you start saying, listen, I have to boss up now. I have to figure this out because mama not babysitting. Mama said, I'm not one of them grandmas. You lay down, you finna have this child with you at all times. Go to school. I keep her when she at school. I'm quite sure she kept while you was at school. But when you got out of school, get your ass at home.
Kept who? She did what?
Oh, well, shit, damn, she.
My mama, I'm going to be honest. I
She
got
wasn't
pregnant
playing.
at 14. I had my baby at 15. My mama, I had a teammate. I guess she told her mom that my breast was big. I'll never forget. My breast was big. That was like a double D. My breast was so big. She ended up telling somebody. Well, the coach asked me, like, you on birth control? I'm like, birth control? I mean, no. But I guess the teammate overheard. So she went back and told her mom, like, the coach asked Arshyy, was she on birth control? Blah, blah, blah. Well, that same one that went and told her mama went and told my mama. So my mama like, why are you asking my baby if she on birth control? Blah, blah, blah. But my mama wanted to give me a breast reduction. I mean, I laid down, but I ain't thinking like, yeah, I knew, but I ain't thinking like 6 months later, oh, you pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So
You just thought,
my
I'm
mama,
gonna have fun for a second.
I guess my mama told my sister, like, take me to the clinic. My sister took me to the clinic or whatever. So we went to the clinic. It was like, when you lay period, blah, blah, blah. I'm lying. I'm be honest, I'm lying. Because I'm like, shoot. So anyways,
You
I
felt
told
like
him.
you was pregnant though?
I mean, I never threw up. I ran track. I played volleyball. I played basketball. If I had to run the mile under 8 minutes, anybody that's out there from Alabama will tell you, or she ran that. She got slow, but she still did what she had to do.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a cover up, but yeah. So anyways, after that.
When you found out you was pregnant, you kept the baby. Why?
I kept the baby because I was 6.5 months. I had no choice.
By the time you found out you was 6.5
That baby
months?
was already ready.
I was 6.5 months. That's when I just get started. When that woman asked me, when was your last period? I told her a date. But when I went to that clinic in Huntsville, it was over with. As soon as I stepped back in the car, I opened the door, Mama said, well, you 6.5 months now. What you gonna do? I said, I leaned back. She said, well, what you gonna name it? I said, Ariana.
Yeah.
I just said Ariana. Yeah. Well, I really said Amiriana, but I'm like, oh, that's too ghetto. I'm just naming the baby Ariana.
That's good. That's good. So
I killed my baby.
Started doing hair. Did you graduate from high school?
I did.
So from there, you really just started making yourself a household name in Huntsville, because you well known in muscle shows too.
Period.
So you well known, like people know who she is.
Yeah.
And this is over time, because I met her many years ago. So people know who you are. What made you say, you know what? I'm about to boss all the way up. Because not only did you just start doing hair, you started selling hair because you was making wigs. You would start selling products too. And then you got your own salon, because I know you was working inside of, like, let's get to that part. Because this is the part that people want to know, right, Tay?
But she missing
the mud part.
She think it's all about hair. It's about the sports. That's what got me in Huntsville.
Gotcha.
I was real athletic. My mama, she athletic. It was generation. Like, we breaking generation curses. She passed it down to my older sister, my middle sister. She kind of like, she was rocky with it. But me, I finished up with it. So, like, I got a scholarship from a previous relationship. His mama got me a scholarship, so I came to A&M. I was already doing hair. His auntie had a salon. Wasn't nobody working in there but me. So I was doing hair, you know. So I'm going to school. I'm doing hair. Well, the coach didn't renew my scholarship. She took it away from me. Hurt my feelings. I mean, when I say it hurt my feelings to the T, it just hurt my feelings. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm not finna sit on the sideline when I could be making money. I was making money when I was living with my mama. So I'm going to make money in Huntsville. I started making money. The salon shut down. I went home. I was doing hair. I was living with him and his brothers. Rest in peace to one of his brothers. He did pass away, cardiac arrest.
Sorry to hear that.
Yes, that's very sad. But after that, I mean, you know, like, this the dip in the rap. So I was doing hair at the house. So eventually, you know how relationships be. You got one doing right, one doing wrong. You getting a phone call, it's going rocky. Right. So eventually I ended up moving out. I stayed in basic income for a long time. Taxes roll around like it is now, you know. My mama like, I'm just buy you some furniture, blah, blah, blah. I slept on the floor, didn't nobody know. I really did sleep on the floor. You know them little seat cushion things for the kitchen table?
Right.
I lined me 4 of them up. I laid on them. Ooh.
And how old were you at this time?
I was about 17. I was 17.
So it was you and your baby?
They was apple. I never forget. They was apple. Like the apple and wine. You know the apple and wine you had in your house. The grapes.
Yeah.
I had apple and wine. So I lined them up. It was 4 of them. I was laying on them cold floors at night. My mama like, we got your taxes, blah, blah, blah. We're going to furnish your whole apartment. So I stayed in basic income, got my furnished apartment. Shout out to my sister and my brother-in-law. They took care of my baby for the first semester. They really did. Wow. I went to Alabama A&M. I played volleyball. Even though I didn't get no playing time, after the coach took my scholarship, I just decided, like, you know, well, I'm not finna sit on nobody's bench. I could be making money. When I realized I could be making money, I went to hair school. I already had did 1.5 years. All I had to do was another half of a year.
Right, to get your license.
I went ahead and finished. I got my license. I started living down South Parkway. I was doing hair day by day. Then after my ex did what he did, I moved, got my own place. I'm doing hair. I'm still trapping out the meadow. I'm trapping at this point. I'm on government assistance. I never forget. I'm on food stamps. I'm on base income. I'm just on everything. Don't nobody know.
Hell, I need
I'm
some food
charging.
stamps right now.
I'm charging
Food is
$40 to
expensive.
$65. I'm charging $100. Then I was working for an old previous worker. She a big star now. She real big. Man, that girl showed me so much money a week. I'm making $3,000 a week
Let's go.
off the real. When I'm
What were
seeing,
you
I'm
doing?
making.
What kind of hair were you doing?
I was just selling extensions at the
Oh,
time.
okay.
I was just
Okay.
selling hair for her.
So
Okay.
hold on, pause for 1 second.
3,000 a week?
Yeah, let's pause
Girl,
for 1
turn
second because
up.
I gotta rewind this part.
Because
right?
all I
'Cause
did was
you don't came from the floor,
Yeah.
then you went to the salon. Wait, you came from the floor.
No,
then
she
you
came from
left
the salon.
college. Then
I
you
went
went
to
to the
college.
salon. Then you
Now
really
you
No,
chopping out
I
the
ain't went to the
bando.
salon yet.
But you
The
was at
salon the last thing.
Okay.
When I was trapping out the bando, I was living in based income apartments. I'm
Gotcha.
trapping out. That's the bando.
Gotcha.
I'm trapping out of it. That's government assistance I'm
Yeah.
doing here. You know, they asking me what's your income. I don't got none. Really, I got
Yeah.
some. I'm eating.
Oof.
I don't got none. So what's
She
your income?
eating.
I don't got
I
none.
mean, it's
I'm
not on
eating.
paper.
It's not okay, but
So the only reason I went to the salon is because I was working in my house, and I went from, let's talk about it. I went from base income. I got put out
why?
for marijuana smoke.
Oh.
They put me out. Well, I ended up being in a car wreck, and me and my mama was in a car wreck on the interstate. A drunk driver ended up hitting us. We came into about 40 wrecks, 40 to 20 wrecks. I took that 20. I was in base income. I had no rent. I had no utility bill. I had no nothing. So those 20 wrecks I got, I had to take 10 of them and go pay 6 months at another apartment complex because I got put out for marijuana smoke. So, I mean, I paid that up.
Okay, so you're doing hair out of the, well, all right, so where did you start doing, no, you're not doing hair, you're selling hair. Right.
Well, I was doing both.
Oh, you were doing
I was
both.
selling extensions and I was doing hair. I was doing braids. And I ended up taking a wig class from my OG. She an Army vet. She do it all.
How'd you meet her?
I ended up paying for a class. It was down here in Atlanta. I drove down here. I ended up going to the hair show with a couple of friends. But mind you, the previous lady I worked for, she ended up firing me.
Oh.
Yeah, so when she fired me, she like, you can't be going to go take them classes, blah, blah, blah. They ain't going to teach you nothing. So I ended up coming down here anyway. I took the class, and that was 10 years ago. So that class, I took those $600.
600 at the,
And I'd have made 6 figures over the years. And that was 10 years ago.
so do you attribute a lot of your success to that, taking that class?
Every time.
Did
I'm
it
gonna
change
shout her out every time.
What did it do? Like, it changed your mindset?
It changed my mindset. I didn't know how to make a wig. I never made a wig hand stitched. I always made my wigs with sewing machines, and they well quality worth. And they're gonna last you for years.
600 to 6 figures. That shows the importance of investing in yourself, for real. Like,
Yeah.
and what did that $600 mean to you at that time? I mean,
At the time, it was like 30 people in the class. She couldn't really give me that much attention. But when she finally came over there, she whispered in my ear because I'm not going to lie, I hate to say it. She's from Huntsville too. But I still had to drive from Huntsville to Atlanta to take the class.
mm-hmm.
So she whispered in my ear, whatever you do when you leave here, you better finish that wig. Every day. Like, you need to finish. Like, don't go home. Don't be lazy. Don't give up. You need to finish today, tomorrow, the next day. You need to finish. So when I finish 10 years down the road, I can charge $600 for one wig.
You went on from making wigs to open up your own salon.
Right. So when I was working with the
Was it hard though? Like, give us some tips on what you had to do.
So-
because a lot of people don't know how to start salons. Because yours was like more of a traditional salon. So what did you have to do? Like what was
am
the
I?
investment
I'm
that
29.
you had to do?
I'm 29. I've been doing salons about 8 years.
Yeah.
I was about 20. So I had my girls, they was older than me. They cousins. They first cousins.
Yeah.
Well, we all three was thinking about opening up a shop. So I ended
Together,
up
right?
I ended up finding a building. Well, one of the cousins back. So me and the other cousin, we ran it. We ran it for about 2 to 3, maybe 4 years at the max. But her daddy ended up having a building already made for them. So he fixed it up and she just waited. She was telling me every day, like, Arshyy, I'm gonna get my own business one day. My daddy, he working on my business. I'ma just have it together, blah, blah, blah. So she ended up opening up her own salon. So she got like a house. It's already built. She done made it. So she working with me. We splitting the rent every month. Nobody knowing. We just splitting the rent. I'm making my money. But she's so real. She just splitting the rent with me every month. Because it was supposed to be 3 of us. It ended up being 2 of us. So the extras we made, we was just paying the rent with it. So eventually she branched off. She got her own salon. Then, I don't want to go in deep talk with this, but like you gotta watch who work for you. You definitely gotta watch who work for you. You can't they look good, but all of them don't be good. Like, it's cool or whatever. But I'm still young too. They looking at me, they probably looking up to me, but at the same time they looking at me. They looking at what I'm doing or who I'm talking with, who I'm fooling with. You feel me? So, they want their get back too. You feel me? So eventually when I'm start paying attention, friends be friends, then they fall out. So when I got a phone call, it's like, this going on, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. I just left it alone. I started shopping for some more. Because it's like the lease is supposed to be renewed, but I'm not finna renew the lease. Found a whole nother shop. Like,
So wait,
hey,
because
babe.
I think in this conversation, it's like you talking, but
I don't want to say too much because I don't need nobody suing me.
Well, I don't feel like they're gonna sue you too much, but I feel like you might need to say more because it's like you talking around the bush without saying the bush, but the bush is there, right?
The bush there.
So basically, you saying that after your
my
coworker,
girl left.
after your co-partner, after she left, you had other girls inside your
other
shop,
girls working for me.
but they was working with a motive to see how you was running business. So they
my man who I was talking to at the time.
Well, that
Okay, so you started to become your own boss. All right, you started to become your own boss.
That was my
right?
very first shop. I got people working for me.
How did you get to your first shop?
I got to my first shop because I had the 2 cousins.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be 3 of us.
Yeah.
And then
one of them bagged out.
Okay.
So then it was 2 of us.
Right.
So when it was just 2 of us, we going half and half on the rent.
Right.
Whatever y'all 2 pay me was going towards the rent. So whatever went towards the rent, we split the rest of it. So we did that for years, maybe 2. I love my girl. She's still my girl to this day. Coco done met her. We done hung out. She real quiet.
Yeah.
We done travel the world. That's my girl.
What obstacles did you guys have to face?
None, for real.
None? It was just smooth?
Maybe a rat. I'm going to give you a rat out the corner closet. Hollering. But other than that, it was cool. But like I said, her daddy and her auntie, like, they built her shop. They laid it out. She got it going on.
So, what obstacles did you have to face after she left? Because
that's the only obstacle I had to face.
So, after she left, then you had You had the snakes, we'll call them,
I had
in your
the
grass.
snakes.
So you had the snakes in your grass that came in to look
Them
at.
motherfuckers was hissing.
Yeah, so they came in to look at your floor plan, look at the
Had to.
blueprint, and wanted to take away what
But you
you
know, when they
created.
smoke, when a nigga smoke, they smoke. That's what it was. I don't smoke. I drink if I want to drink. I can drink and I cannot drink.
Right.
But I don't smoke. If you be like, pass me the blunt, I don't just pass me the blunt. I'm not one of them. I don't want to look like I smoke. No way. I'm a bad bitch.
Right. So that happened. The obstacles that's what you face, because after your co-host or your co-partner, after she left, you had a lot of dishonesty, disloyalty, disobedient people inside your shop, like licking inside your shop, sleeping with your man. So you had to start over. So by starting over, you got a whole nother shop. When you start your other shop, now you don't embark on another business. And another business that you embarked on was breeding. Now, dog
Because
breeding.
I breed the small pups, not the big ones.
Not the big ones. And that's what a lot of people like is small pups. So, because we heard a little bit of your story before we start recording, is that you started breeding from a previous relationship, and you said to them, where you saw where they was making the money at, you was like, you know what? Let me get into this dog breeding business. And let me get some
Dog
of this paper
You gonna
too.
breed these big stinking ass dogs? Shit, I need to find what I need to breed.
Okay. So
Cause you making $35,000-$4,000 off of a dog.
Yeah,
I mean,
so that's why. So on the average, with you breeding dogs, like a monthly income for just breeding, or how does breeding even work in reference to like a person? That
If I wanted to
breeding?
get
okay,
started.
so let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's.
I'm new
briefly.
to it. I only been doing it for 3 years,
Okay.
maybe 3.
You a
4
vet.
years. I'm gonna give it 4. Don't count on me, but yeah. So when I wanted to start breeding dogs, I got one Yorkie first. I only paid about $600 for, So I got the dog, and I'm like, ooh, is this a good quality dog? They like, make sure it's not a scam. So they was breeding bullies or whatever. So at the time, they was breeding bullies. They making $3,000 to $4,000 off of the dog. Oh, so you making that big ass stinking ass dog? Like that dog stinks so bad, like. So I'm get a dog too. So I'm breeded, I bought my dog out of Florence, Alabama. I love my dog to death. Mm-hmm. My very first dog name, her name is Gleesy Cashmere Rose. That's my baby. She started the whole kennel process. I got that dog. I bred that dog to Gucci. They had 3 the first time. We was so scared. We didn't know what to do. I called my homegirl Love, Designer Pups. I'm going to shout her out.
So basically.
So you got one dog.
Yeah.
I got one dog.
Yeah.
Where'd the other one come from? How'd you breed it?
I ended up coming back with 2 dogs after that. So when I came back with the 2 dogs, I ended up buying a boy and a girl.
Okay.
So when I bought that boy, I let him hit that girl. So they had babies or whatever, and that's how I started off with the dogs. But my previous relationship, they ended up having dogs with bullies, but I'm like, I'm getting a dog game too. I mean, you selling your dog for $3,500. That dog ugly. I'm selling my dog for $3,500.
So how do you know which dogs to breed together? Like, is it the same species or whatever?
You cannot breed the same dog on the same litters. That's the worst.
Okay.
And you cannot
So if one dog have a girl and a boy, they can't breed together.
Right, correct. They sisters and brothers.
So if that dog have that girl and a boy and then get pregnant again and then have another girl and a boy, that boy could breed with that first set of girls. Correct. Right?
Correct.
Okay. So it's like
second generation incest.
Something like that. That's basically what we're at now. Be a bunch of my cousins. Okay.
It's called lion breed.
What?
So,
Pause.
okay.
Just like they say about these Alabama people, y'all goddamn having sex with your cousins.
Yeah.
That's that down south shit.
I mean,
Nah,
hey,
I ain't gonna
don't
say
be the
no.
best hunter people. But listen, so okay.
This so crazy.
Nah, hell no. All right, let's go.
I mean,
We
so
go.
that's dope. That's really dope, honestly, because you took somebody else. And I read this a long time ago when I used to work in the doctor field. Is that a great artist copy, a bad artist steal? So you didn't steal their format. What you did was copy it, and you changed it into your own, twist. And you didn't do.
But
bullies.
not only I stole it, I actually asked about it. Before I asked about it, I mean, it was brought in perspective about it.
Right.
Yeah.
It was like, I
that's
want to
what I'm
get
saying.
this
You
dog
didn't
and
steal it, you
started
just copied
breeding.
it.
But we ended up connecting and becoming a relationship. When we became a relationship, it was like, I'm gonna breed these bullies. She ain't tell me to breed the Yorkies, but it was like, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
She never said nothing. So I just started breeding the Yorkies. You feel me? Like, but I also had that perspective, like, ain't nobody gonna pay you $3,500 to $4,000 for no Yorkie. Oh, they ain't. They gonna pay me before they pay you, boo. I want you to know.
Clock that.
This ain't a competition, boo.
So what was the first dog that you sold?
Glissy puppies. Glissy and Gucci. They had 3 puppies. I sold one. She lived in South Carolina, but I'm gonna be honest, she live in my neighborhood now. The same dog that she's having puppies with is the same dog she making puppies with. She making money off the same puppies I sold her. And then the other one I sold to Decatur, Alabama. And the other one I sold to Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, so with selling those 3 sets of puppies, starting off, what did you make?
I probably made $3,000, and I bought the dog for $600.
So you basically double, triple
Yeah.
your investment. So by doing that, you started 2 years ago. So
Maybe
my
3 or
math
4.
is calculating me properly because the dog get pregnant every 3 months or every 6 months.
Every
or so,
6 months.
And they have 3 to 6 litter. So you basically already done made 6 figures.
Already.
All for selling dogs.
I'm gonna be honest. When you dealing with an entrepreneur, you cannot lay up with an entrepreneur and think they not gonna make no money off of you. Just be honest. I don't care if you sell dope, sell hair, sell crack, sell weed, sell rims, sell cars. That woman on the other side of you, that entrepreneur, she gonna make some money off of you. I'm gonna be honest. She might
you wanna
even sell
learn.
you, but she gonna make some money.
I mean, because at the end of the day,
Let's
you got to
go.
learn from somebody.
We gotta learn from somebody.
So if you ain't learning, if say for instance,
If
we
you ain't
friends.
growing, what
Yeah,
are you
We
doing?
friends. You walk away from me right now. Can you say you learned something from me?
What are you gonna say you learned, Tay? You gonna learn how to dog breed?
I think every relationship should be a
It's a learning.
Tay finna
Yeah.
go breed some Frenchies.
breed some Frenchies. I might have to.
I got
might
a
have to buy
Frenchie too.
3,500.
Hey, I'm
Right.
be honest. I kept him a secret, but I breed Frenchies too.
Ooh,
Donna Coco.
dogs stink. Where do you keep all those dogs?
So let me tell you about my dogs. I learned this from a previous relationship too. I have a 10 by 20 shed. It holds. I have 8 to 9 dogs in there now.
Wow.
I probably could hold 20. But by the future ends, I want to own a dog grooming. I want to hold a breeding.
Okay.
And I want to be able to hold I want to be able to hold them. I want to be able to stall them, take care of them. And before I send them back home, I want to be able to bathe them.
Okay, that's what's up.
I do have a she shed, and it's called Pearls of Luxury Kennelz. You know that, did you?
I love that.
You know
That's
that,
nice.
did you,
That's
Tay?
nice.
So,
Tay said, where you
I
keep
know
all
now.
these dogs?
For real.
and
'Cause
do you walk them daily or they just walk around?
Nah, I
the
ain't gonna
backyard?
lie now. Coco walk Rico, but I don't walk my dog. My dogs, I run out there, I open the door, I let them out, they run around. They got a big old yard, so I mean,
I feel that.
I don't need no reason to walk them. They got a big yard.
So your future self is already mindset of you want to start grooming them. You want to definitely have more dogs. Now, are you gonna stay just in the field of the Yorkies? Are you gonna, and you did say Frenchies too, right? So are you gonna add more to the list, or are you gonna keep it just at those?
I'm just going to keep it Frenchie and Yorkies only because of my boyfriend and my daughter. They know how to deal with both. They know how to deal with both, like genetics. They know how to deal with the Yorkies. They know how to deal with the Frenchies. I don't need no German Shepherd, no Cane Corso. I don't need none of that.
Gotcha.
I need what they can go outside and handle while I'm at work, while I'm doing here, while I'm doing this, while I'm down the road. Because I also be flying dogs out too. So, like, while I'm on that flight or while I'm on the way back, like, I need my man or my daughter to go outside and deal with the dogs. I don't need them to be scared. Like, German Shepherds try to bite at them, they duck in the dodge. I don't need that. I just need Frenchie and Yorkie. That's it.
So it sounds kind of like you have, your daughter involved, like in your business. How is it
That
like
little lazy
balancing that?
motherfucker. I love her to death. Oh, she's so spoiled. But I wish my mama had me the way I got my baby.
Right.
My baby is real spoiled. Like when I say spoiled, who driving a car at 14 across the street to basketball practice? Like, you do the dogs, I'm gonna let you drive the car. Like, you gotta bribe these kids in this generation. When I was her generation, when I was 14, I had to like get it out the mud for real.
Yeah.
Like, I was young, I was pregnant. I had to. My mama like, shit, I gotta go to work, bitch. You better watch your own dog. You better watch your own kid. Yeah. You better do whatever you gotta do.
Yeah.
Like, but my baby, like, I love her to death.
So let me ask you a question. What advice, if you think back, like honestly, think back and see the younger you, because we all was innocent as time, as time goes, like we grew up innocent, and something probably happened that took away our innocence, take away our peace and our safe space of us being innocent. Now, if you could go back and that younger girl who had her innocence taken away, who had to have a child at a young age, who had to raise a child at a young age, who had to figure out how to be a mom, be a kid, and still have her sanity without going crazy, who started school but had to drop out of school because of, the teacher was playing with your future, who had to do salons and X, Y, and Z. But let's stop at that girl who had to figure life out at a younger age. If you had to go back and the advice that you could give that girl, what advice would you have gave her? Or what advice can you give her?
These younger kids, and I'm going to use my niece for example. My niece, she played volleyball. She played sports. She went to school. She in her 11th, 12th grade year. I mean, she pregnant. She done hid it the whole way through. I mean, big T-shirts. She just pregnant as hell. When they finally told me, I'm just thinking, shit, I did the same thing. Shit needs this. Do your thing. But I'm going to be honest with my niece right now. I love my niece to death. She called me right now. She need $512,000, whatever she need. Auntie going to be there for you because I see you trying. She went from Alabama and she trying to come up here to Clarksville, Atlanta. She trying to come up here and play volleyball. She played volleyball. But that's the same thing I did. I mean, I know you started when you was young, but I know you got your baby. But one thing about it is my mama and her mama is different. My sister gonna take care of that baby. My mama, I had to get CMA. I had to find somebody. I had to do everything it was to do. You get what I'm saying? My sister gonna take care of that baby.
Let me ask you, like, with that though, with having to take care of your baby and mama then help, did you carry any type of resentment towards her?
No, I don't. I don't. Cause I want my mama to know, like, you laid there and had that baby when you was 14. I want you to know you gotta take care of that baby when you was 14. I might not have gave you the option to go get on birth control or go get pregnancy tests or this, that, and third. I mean, my mama was busy. But now that I'm so busy in life, I want Ari to know, like, your mama love you to death. I like the way you is. Cause my baby, I'm be honest, my baby, she a little stud. I love her to death. I won't change nothing. Will I, Coco? Change nothing about her. Nothing. I love her to death. But I want you to know your mama always got your back. But your mama be busy. I breed dogs. I clean the dogs. I do hair. I be on the road. I entertain my man. Period. I entertain you too. But I made time for you too. I want you to always know that your mama got your back too. It ain't just me running about no nigga. I'm running about this money.
Yeah.
So I want you to know that. So my baby, I feel no remorse against my mama.
Gotcha.
No remorse. But my mama, I love you to death too. But goddamn girl, you could have helped me with this kid.
Right. So you do.
You could have helped me with these
feel
children.
some type of little,
You
like,
could have helped me.
just a
Nah,
little bit.
for real. Because
Just a tad.
I ain't gonna lie. I was sneaking out. I
You
was
being
young.
grown.
Yeah.
I was being
Smell
grown.
your
So
panties.
she like, since you want to be grown.
I was being grown. And
Smell
my
your
mama
panties.
was type like, you smelling yourself, you need to do for yourself. And that was just my mama.
Yeah. But okay. Back to that one little thing that I wanted to see is the younger Arshyy.
That's the younger me, boo.
Would you have right now? Can you look and tell her like, "Dang, I'm proud of you," or listen,
My
next
mama or
time,
my baby?
you,
Me?
yeah,
Younger you.
the younger you. Like,
If she walked in this
proud of
room right now.
myself. I'm be honest.
What advice would you have?
If
told
Arshyy walked through that door right now, I'm proud of myself every day because I kept on going. I never gave up. I never, whether I was pregnant or young, my mama, I'm be honest, my friends' mamas, they was like, blah, J, blah, they saying this and that. But when I turn around and look back, I'm like, damn, I'm be honest, bitch, you got 7 kids, I got 1. Yeah, clock it. I'm be honest, clock it. Because your mama judged me off the strength of you or whatever you told her. If I was fucking sucking, getting whatever,
right?
it don't matter. I'm a hustler at the end of the day. You married to 25,000 kids plus a husband. I'ma just be honest. I mean, it is what it is. And your mama still in my inbox congratulating me. Clock it.
But you okay?
There
So
we go.
with that,
I'm be honest.
with that,
sir.
you telling the younger you like,
Keep going.
Despite all of the stuff that you've been through,
Keep going.
I'm
Don't
proud
matter
of you.
what they say.
I'm proud of you. And every time somebody say something bad about you,
Keep going.
prove them wrong.
Keep going. Step on their neck. I don't care if you got the worst out. If you got a stripper outfit on, baby, you making a cake. Take care of your kid. Take care of your family. Take care of you or whoever. Take care of yourself.
Listen,
Don't worry about what they say. Facts.
So,
And that's just me.
I feel that.
That's just that on
Here
that.
you
I
are.
feel that. Well, we like to definitely thank you. Thank you for taking time out. Thank you for coming, sharing the knowledge. Because a lot of people didn't know, like, how you can even look to breed dogs, how you even gotten started, where you're at right now. And again, like I said, like, people could just look and see, like, the success of you, but they really don't see, like, your background of where you started.
It's a lot.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
was going to cry, but I ain't going to cry today. I might come back and cry for you. Give you a little mind
like,
there.
let me ask, since you just said that, like, because I know we all play so hard and so tough, What hits you that makes you say,
What keeps you up at night?
like, yeah, what hits you that be like, dang.
She's so
I can't-
childish.
I
I love my
can't.
sister to death. I met her 10, 12 years ago. This my baby.
Yeah.
We done went to trials, tribulation. My boo done got mad at me. I mean, I can't. When people have a session with you, I mean, you can just say, that motherfucker obsessed with me. You can just keep thinking like, she just talking. You know, but when that stuff is just real, I mean, after years, that stuff come back on you like, damn, like, what's going on? Like, you know, like, for real, like, I ain't gonna lie. I was going through some, like, traumatic distress. Like, I don't know if my daddy was doing it to women, but I just feel like my friend told me the other day, like 2 years ago, you know Kiana, the little short one. She said, son, be honest. My daddy told me leave such alone because he used to be like that, but now it's coming back on me. You feel me? And I understand that because it's at the end of the day, it's like, it's coming back on me. I don't know what my daddy used to do to these women, but it's coming back on me, and I don't like this simple fact. Like, I got so much anxiety and depression built up. Like, it is really crazy. Like, I was in a domestic violence relationship. I'm getting beat on. I'm getting jumped on, blah, blah, blah. And I found this significant other. He came out of nowhere. It's like, shit, I've been looking at you eye to eye. You know, I want you. So it's like he come along. And then, like, when he get in, it's like, damn, like. But not only to mention, it's like 2 years later, the shit is going on. No contact, no photos, no messages, no nothing. It just simply going on. But I watch so much TV, it's like, is this really obsession? And I don't think it's sexualized. I just feel like it might be the hustle because I taught you that. And you teaching it to somebody else. You get what I'm saying? I just feel like the hustle was already there before you got there. But it's even worse because you still going with it. I done failed. The dogs done died. I done had dogs die. I done got
you
there.
lose money when dogs
What?
die.
I lose money left and right. I lose money when the dogs die. I'm crying. What are you crying about? I'm crying. I got to take them get a pregnancy test. They pregnant. They got to have a C-section. They dying after that. The puppy's dying. I mean, it's stanky in the house. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff going on. My mind going on. Me and my baby scared. I'm going to be honest. When I had my baby, I didn't pull my baby out, cut the umbilical cord. I didn't do none of that. So when these dogs coming out, I mean, it's puppies going left and right. I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Right.
But you're still doing it.
But when they coming out, they ain't saying nothing. When you tapping that ass, they ain't saying a word. They dead. I mean, they dead. The mama dead. I mean, everybody just dead. I mean, it's a lot going on. I want to give up so many times. I swear to God. It been 3-4 years. I want to give up.
What keeps you going?
I ain't got my man on my ear keeping me going. I ain't got my daughter on my ear keeping me going. Nobody saying nothing. I'm keeping me going because I want to keep going because this is just me. I mean, I had a baby at 14. I'm about 29. I mean, why would I stop now? Because the dog's dying. I mean, shit, they did. I mean, bury them. Keep going. But I did want to give her so many times. I did. I be crying. Like, shit, I mean, the dog's dead. Like, it's a lot.
So do
it's
you
a
feel
lot
like
to
you're by yourself? Like
right now? I don't believe I'm by myself because my man, one thing about it, if I'm at work, I work from 6 in the morning to 2:30 every day. Monday through Friday, I work. My man works too. He works from 6 to 4:30 maybe. If it rains, sleet, hell, or snow, he ain't got to work. So at that time, he going to take care of them dogs. If my baby out of school, she going to take care of the dogs. Right now, we gone for the weekend. My baby taking care of the dogs. She already enrolled me and said, I already took care of the dogs. The dogs just need to be clean. That's it. She done already fed them, gave them water, whatever. She done did it. But at the end of the day, no, I don't regret it. Because we're going to keep going. And guess what I do every time? Them shoes on your goddamn feet. That goddamn purse you want. That backpack you want. Hey, you got to come on and do these chores. Because at the end of the day, I do be at work. When I leave my 9 to 5, I go to my salon. I be there till about midnight. At least. When I leave there, I come home. If I ain't got nothing to do, I mean, why she? Because I know my woman or my mama going to buy me the shoes. So what are you worried for? Just go out there, do what you got to do, come back in the house. That's it.
Right. I feel that.
But I appreciate my man and I appreciate my daughter. My mama, she just going to let them out. Get y'all ass back in here. That's all she going to say. Get back in here. But my mama, I love her too. I take care of her too. But my mama, my baby, and my man locked in. And we trying to sell a puppy now, so motherfucking need to get on.
Period. So how can people find you?
TikTok, Pearls of Luxury Kennelz. It's so many fake pages out there. I got over 34K followers on TikTok. On Instagram, I'm trying to get my Instagram up, but it's Pearls of Luxury Kennelz also. We got about 2,200K followers, you know. I'm slow on the Instagram, but don't follow my main page because I do the most.
Well,
It was nice.
it was nice. We definitely appreciate you for your time. Definitely appreciate you for your story. Yeah, it's interesting, and you know, salute you on it because you know we all
It's
got our
like-
trials and our tribulations. You know, until we meet again, this is Out the Mud Podcast.
Out the mud.
Later.
See you later. Go get you some money, boo.
I done bust my pants.
Yeah. You busted your pants?
I got a piece of it. Cool, then got me.